The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello and good morning. Welcome to the 2020 virtual membership meeting for FACC. Thank you for signing on this morning. Since this is a new way to do business, this morning I want to share some housekeeping tips that will hopefully help the meeting run smoothly. During the meeting, we will be asking participants for motion and voice votes. If you are connected from your computer, staff will give you the ability to mute and unmute yourself. When the time comes for motion and votes, we ask that you unmute yourself to be heard by clicking the microphone in the control panel. If your audio connection is through a landline or cell phone, and if you would like to participate in the voting portion of the call, we ask that you mute and unmute yourself. If that's the case, we will pause and make that request. When there is a motion needed from the floor, unmute yourself to participate in the motion, the second, and the vote. If we are unable to determine the outcome of the voice vote, you will be asked to vote electronically. If that occurs, staff has prepared an electronic ballot which will appear on your screen. If you are attending the meeting by phone, please do not put the call on hold. If you need to answer another call or have a conversation outside the virtual membership meeting, hang up and call back into the meeting when you are finished. Prior to the meeting, materials were provided to all members via email. The same information is available by clicking on the attachments panel on your screen. Finally, if we have any technology issues and cannot complete the meeting, we will reconvene the annual membership meeting on Friday, June 26th, and details will be emailed to the membership. Thank you, everyone. Today, I'm in the Orlando office of the Florida League of Cities, and I have invited several individuals to join me live. Joining me in person is your president-elect and my good friend, Deborah Buck, and another good friend of mine who has helped me in countless ways during my presidency, Elizabeth Garcia Beckford. Thank you, ladies, for joining me live today, and thank you for your support throughout the years. I am humbled and honored by your support and participation today. On behalf of the board of directors, I want you to know how difficult it was for us to cancel our annual conference and academy, but it was the only responsible decision to make. Today's virtual membership meeting will allow us to conduct the business we need to conduct and celebrate our profession and members through the FACC awards that will be announced today. It also gives me a moment to take a personal privilege to wish a very happy birthday to our recent VP to the International Institute of Municipal Clerks, our very own Florida clerk, Pamela Smith. Pamela, on behalf of FACC, we wish you a very happy birthday. This year has taught us many new ways of getting the job done. We are all going to be experts in these technological advances that have allowed us to conduct our city and association business without being face-to-face. But thank God for our technology departments, employees, and consultants. They have been lifesavers during this time. Today, I would like to personally thank the Florida League of Cities technology team that is working so hard behind the scenes today to make sure today's meeting runs smoothly. Thank you, Mike Taylor, Zach Velasquez, and Sean Cooper. You are very much appreciated today. Thank you. I would also like to thank our FACC staff, Linda Bridges, Rachel Embleton, Nike Cooper, and Chelsea Risacco for their tireless assistance in preparation for today, as well as their everyday efforts on behalf of FACC. Thank you, ladies. Amy Brewer of the Florida Institute of Government and Beth Rollins and Donnie Dahlberg of Beth Rollins, Inc. are others we could not function without. Thank you, Amy, for all you do to assist with our professional education and certification. And Beth and Danny work with our exhibitors and sponsors for our meetings. Thank you so much. Members, we have a great team that work diligently behind the scenes to make FACC a great organization. We will now unmute the phone lines, and I will entertain a motion for approval of the minutes from the June 24th, 2019 business meeting. Do we have a motion? Deborah Buff gave me a motion. Do I have a second?
This is Angie Guy. I will second.
Thank you, Angie. Now I will ask, all in favor, say aye.
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 Do we have any opposition? I'm looking to Linda to let me know we're good. Thank you, Linda. The motion passes. Thank you, everyone. The Florida Association of City Clerks is in excellent financial condition. Your leadership and staff have made every effort to continue to grow our financial standing. This will be very important during the upcoming year. As city budgets are tightened, our association budget will also be tight, with the potential for less revenue from dues and/or educational event revenue. Times like these is why it is important to have a strong bottom line. As of the end of the last quarter, April 30th, we had total assets of $599,243.13. Year to date, our assets have increased by $41,795. It is now time to consider the budget for fiscal year 2020 to 2021. As the Budget Committee Chair for this year, it is my pleasure to present the proposed budget for consideration. The board met in budget session on April 30th and presents the budget that is provided in your membership meeting program, which was provided via email prior to this meeting and is available on your screen in the attachment section. We will again unmute the phone lines, and I will entertain a motion to adopt the 2020 and 2021 budget as presented. Do I have a motion? I have a motion by Deborah. Do I have a second?
You did.
I heard a second. Who did it come from? Who was my second from to approve the budget?
This is Claudia Anthony. I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Claudia. All in favor, say aye.
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 And do we have any opposition?
Muted. Unmuted.
Thomas, MMC, is recommending 2 bylaw changes. These changes were distributed to the membership in accordance with the bylaw requirements, and they are provided in the membership meeting program in the attachment section on your screen. We will again unmute the phone lines, and I will entertain a motion to adopt the bylaw changes as prepared and presented. Do I have a motion to approve those bylaws amendments?
This is Angie. I move to approve the bylaws as presented.
And this is Sandra Navarro, second.
Thank you. I have and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 I have any
Muted. Unmuted.
Thank you, Stephanie Thomas, for chairing this committee. And thank you for your committee members and all the hard work you did. It was very much appreciated. Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize and thank our committee chairs for 2019-2020. We appreciate everything the committee did this year for our association. Julie Hennessy, MMC, Professional Education Committee. Sherry Swab, CMC, 2019 Fall Academy Committee. Cheryl Mooney, MMC, Awards and Scholarship Committee. Stephanie Thomas, MMC, Bylaws and Manual Revisions Committee. Rosemarie Call, MMC, Legislative Committee. Michelle Hawkins, MMC, Membership Committee. Linnell DeGaskin, MMC, Mentoring Committee. Gwen Keogh-Johns, MMC, Nominating Committee. Susan Jackson, MMC, Resolutions Committee. Jen Guillen, CMC, Discussion Forum Committee. Elizabeth Garcia Beckford, MMC, Auction and 50/50 Committee. Audrey Sykes, MMC, Florida Certification Task Force. Myself, IIMC Region 3 Conference, and Patty Snyder, MMC, Summer Conference and Academy Host Committee. Thank you all very much for being a committee chair and committee members for your dedicated service this year. It was very much appreciated. Thank you. I encourage all of you to get involved in committees this coming year. There's something for all interests and expertise. If you haven't already signed up for a committee for the 2020-2021 year, please speak with an FACC staff member and let them know of your interest. There is a place for you and a need for your talents within the FACC committees. And I would now like to introduce your 2019-2020 Executive Board and District Directors and thank you for your service this past year. President-elect Deborah Buck, MMC, Belgrade. Vice President Stacy Johnston, MMC, Holmes Beach. Northeast District Director Carolyn Best, CMC, Fernandina Beach. Northwest District Director Kim Godwin, CMC, Century, Florida. Central East Director Patricia Burke, MMC, MPA, Palm Shores. Central West Director Angie Guy, MMC, Dade City. Southeast Director Lakeisha Birch, CMC, Waxahachie Groves. South Director Sandra McCready, MMC, Surfside. And Southwest Director Patricia Rambos, MMC, Naples. And our immediate past president, Gwen Keogh-Johns, MMC, Mount Dora. Thank you. It has been my extreme pleasure to serve with all of you this year. Kim Godwin, our Northwest District Director, will not be returning as a board member for the 2021 year. We greatly appreciate Kim's contributions to the board. Thank you, Kim, for your dedicated service to FACC. Lakeisha Birch, our Southeast Director, will not be returning as a board member for the 2021 year. We appreciate Lakeisha's contributions to the board and committee chair over the last few years. Thank you, Lakeisha, for your dedicated service to FACC. Gwen Keogh-Johns has been a wonderful member of the board of directors, and she was a phenomenal past president last year. She was so good at it, we asked her to come back and do it again, and she served as our past president on the board twice. This has been her last year as part of our board, unless we call her back. And I would like to thank her for everything she has and will continue to do for our association. Gwen, thank you for your leadership and your dedication and for stepping up when you were asked to. Very much appreciated by FACC. And a good friend of FACC, Dale Barstow with MCCI, is retiring this year. Dale, are you on board with us? He will be greatly missed during our educational events. He has been a part of our association for many years. Dale, we wish you the very best in your retirement. We are jealous, my friend, but we wish for you the very best. And in honor of Dale's commitment to FACC and the city clerk profession for so many years, we have named a scholarship in his honor. Beginning in the 2020-2021 fiscal year, up to 5 $100 scholarships will be awarded to FACC members for participation in an FACC or IIMC webinar or on an FACC Athenian dialogue. Congratulations and thank you, Dale. We will miss you. Is he on?
He is unmuted.
Dale, are you with us?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, and we just would like a few words from you.
Well, this is quite a quite an honor. Yeah, it's been a real great run. February 1st of 2021 will be 50 years. So Laura, my wife, said it was time to retire. But I don't know if I'll totally retire. You know, I've been so active and so appreciative of all of you. And I've made many, kind of hard for me to talk. I've made many friends over the years. So I don't know. I just this is great. I so appreciate your thoughts and your support over the years and being part of the group. And maybe you'll see me from time to time in the future. So if I'm welcome to come back. So I guess the other thing that I might say is that thank you and thank you again to all my friends, city clerks of Florida. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale. This is not goodbye. This is just until we see you next time. Thank you very, very much. You are very much loved by this association and always, always welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, Dale.
Thank you.
Turtle?
Yes. You bet your sweet ass I am. Hey, the turtles will not die. I have so many turtle friends. Maybe I'll institute another turtle club going forward. That'll give me something to do in my retirement. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So thank y'all so much, and y'all y'all be safe. And I know you've been through a lot this year, so we're here. Muni Code. You might, the MCCI, of course, I was a great part of that for many years, but, Donnie, my son's president of MCCI. So in the recognition, I'm, basically with Municode. So now, but MCCI is still flourishing. They're still going. As all of you know, I'm sure you're in communication with them many times. So just thank you again. I won't take up any more of your time, but this is fantastic. Yeah, just hard to believe. And so thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale.
Muted. Unmuted.
Right now. It is my pleasure to announce the Clerk of the Year, my FACC BFF, Deborah Buff.
Oh, no.
Deborah was not expecting this, obviously.
Oh, I'm taken back. Oh, my goodness.
Deborah,
Oh.
this makes me so happy. Thank you. When Linda told me, I just couldn't have been happier. But there's so many clerks deserving, and I know you know that. You're so humble, but you know that, and we thank you. Whoever supported this and put it together.
I thank you too.
A word or two or more tears.
Let's hurry so we get through this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, how wonderful. Thank you.
The Robert N. Clark Memorial Award was established to recognize a Florida city clerk for having promoted and advanced the ideas and goals of the profession by actively participating in the improvements of municipal government. Robert N. Clark was the first ever FACC president, having served in 1972. I'm so glad we had nominations for the award this year, but like the Clerk of the Year award, it's not too early to begin thinking about next year's award. Please think about your fellow clerks and those that possess the characteristics of our founding father, Robert Clark, and nominate someone deserving this prestigious award next year. I can't tell you what an honor and pleasure it is this year to present the 2020 Robert N. Clark Award recipient to Elizabeth Garcia Bedford, City of North Lauderdale. I have to tell you, Elizabeth thinks that this was just a personal invitation because she knows how much I like her and hope that she will represent us as your president in the future. So she's just here supporting me today. She doesn't know a lot of you supported her, obviously. And Elizabeth, I cannot tell you, this gives me so much pleasure to give you this Robert N. Clark Award. Thank you, everybody that supported her.
I just want to say thank you. I'm not sure who was involved with having me considered for this honor, but I thank them. And I'm a little speechless because I really did not expect it. I thought I was here to be of assistance to you, and I was happy to have a seat at the table, and I'm always glad to be present and glean from everyone, all the seasoned clerks that are always present during the board meetings and involved. It seems sometimes that there are many of the familiar faces and new, and I'm always happy to be around them. I really didn't, since I didn't know, I don't have anything really prepared to say except I thank everyone. And I did tell the BCMCA clerk group that I was going to be here. I didn't think I'd be in front of the camera like that, but I said I would give them a shout out because I'm sure they have always been supportive of me as well, just as you. And I thank you so much.
Thank you, Liz. Again, congratulations to our award recipients. We have our final, it's the President's Award, which I think is always a very special award to give out. I kind of knew probably 3 years ago who would get my President's Award. And I knew it the day when I said, Deborah Buff, I want you to be my VP. I want to know that who's coming up behind me is somebody I can work with, that I have a personal and friendship and professional relationship with, that I know will be there to help me, who will tell me if I'm doing it wrong and will tell me if I'm getting it right, because that's what friends do. So I'm just very honored to give you my President's Award.
Oh, please show me over the top. Thank you so much.
I think everybody knows we've been friends a long time. We talked this weekend while you were with me. We're trying to figure out how long and how it all started. We're not really sure, but we're glad. Thank you. I know you're going to have a great year. I know this association is going to have a great year. And I love you, Carl.
I love you too.
Can you say anything? This is you, girl.
Never thought in a million years. Thank you. I'm very humbled.
She's glad she paid for dinner this weekend is what she's trying to say.
See what I get? Thank you all very much, Pete. Thank you. I'm so honored. We're looking forward to this year with you, Deborah. You be by my side too. I got your back. Love you, my friend. Love you. Wow. Check out some of the picture.
I'd say we've had a lot of firsts this year. That's probably the first time that I know of that the Clerk of the Year and President's Award went to the same person. That's awesome. Dale Barstow scholarships. We've had our challenges, but this just makes it all worthwhile. Thank you again to all our recipients of awards this year. I would again like to thank our past president and nominating committee chair, Gwen Keogh Johns, for again serving the role of chair for FACC nominating committee. And on her behalf, I will provide the slate of officers for the 2020-2021 year. President Deborah Buck, MMC, Belglade. President-elect Stacy Johnston, MMC, Holmes Beach. Vice President Cheryl Mooney, MMC, Temple Terrace. Northeast District Director Carolyn Best, CMC, Fernandina Beach. Northwest District Director Leslie Geyer, CMC, Gulf Breeze. Central East Director Patricia Burke, MMC, MPA, Palm Shores. Central West Director Angie Guy, MMC, Dade City. Southeast Director Linelda Gaskins, MMC, Highlands Beach. South Director Sandra McCready, MMC, Surfside. Southwest Director Patricia Rambos, MMC, Naples. And immediate past president, yours truly, B. Meeks, MMC, Edgewood. We will now unmute the phone lines and I will entertain a motion for approval of the slate of officers as presented. Do I have a motion?
Virginia Smith will make that motion.
Sandra McCready will second.
Who was the second? Sandra McCready. Okay. Thank you, Virginia and Sandy. I have a second, a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. The motion passes. Thank you. Thank you again and nominating committee, and congratulations to the 2021 Board of Directors. I would like to remind you that your first board meeting and orientation session will be very soon via a Teams meeting. More information about that will be forthcoming from staff. Again, congratulations and thank you for your willingness to serve on the FACC board. And so now it's that time for my last remarks as your president. William Lungavisha, a pilot, a journalist, and an author said, "So much of who we are is where we've been." This kind of falls in line with how I remind myself in times that challenge me, sadden me, and yes, even test my faith. I will not let that challenge or that moment define me. I will define it. So far, 2020 has gone in a direction that we never imagined. As clerks, we find out how flexible we are, or maybe not. We found out that networking doesn't necessarily mean being in the same room, just the same Zoom meeting. We found out that when I challenged and encouraged you last summer in St. Augustine to be engaged and be involved, it would mean standing 6 feet apart and wearing a mask. The challenge is ongoing. While I prefer to thank all of you personally for your support and encouragement at our summer conference and academy in Palm Beach Gardens, I'm thanking you virtually. Please know that I base the success of this year on quality and not quantity. We had a successful fall academy. and hosting the IIMC Region 3 Conference only happens every 5 years. I was honored that Florida was the 2020 host. This past year, we had clerks on a waiting list for the Athenian Dialogue sessions, and webinars reached maximum capacity. This year, I've had the pleasure of congratulating many clerks for receiving their CMC or MMC designation. I had the pleasure of attending 3 of those presentations in the Central East District, and either by telephone, a note, a card, or email, I was able to reach out to many clerks this past year. Sometimes it was just to say that I'm thinking of you. And for those that I wasn't able to reach out to, it was only because I ran out of time, and that was my loss. As your FACC president, I was honored to represent you at the FLC conference, the FLC Legislative Conference, Fall Academy, and IIMC Region 3 Conference. Yes, looking back on this year, I'm proud of what we all accomplished. I'm proud that we've made the best of very challenging times. I'm grateful for your support and encouragement. I'm humbled that you allowed me to be your FACC president. As I said in the beginning, so much of who we are is where we've been. Even with the challenges, I've enjoyed where I have been. But most of all, I'm thankful that you are part of my journey. I hope I have touched all of you as much as you have touched me. Thank you, and God bless you as our FACC journey continues. Thank you. Oh, this. Oh, I gotta stand up. It's at my office.
Oh, let's see.
Muted. Unmuted.
Congratulations, B, on a wonderful and successful year as president of our association. It has been difficult, but you have made the difficult look fun. Thank you for that. I have enjoyed working with you. You have been a fabulous president, a fabulous friend, and an even better friend than fabulous friend. I will be looking to work to you. I will be looking to you for guidance, as we move into this coming year. It is my pleasure to present you with your President's plaque, where you can proudly display your presidential gavel and to also present you with the President's pin that we hope you will wear for many, many more years to come with pride and fond memories of your year as FACC president. Congratulations, B.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, everyone. Since I don't have a lapel, I'll just hold the pen. She might stick me. Thank you so much. Typically, the FACC directors are installed during our luncheon. However, under the circumstances, the board agreed that each district director would be installed in her hometown. The installations would be videotaped and photographed. We appreciate their understanding of the situation. We thank them for their leadership and willingness to serve as directors. In FACC's Friday email, we have a video montage and photos of the installation. It will be fun to see those. Thank you and congratulations, FACC 2020-2021 district directors. Stacy Johnson is your incoming president-elect, and Cheryl Mooney was elected as your vice president. Congratulations, Stacy and Cheryl. Like the district directors, Stacy and Cheryl's installations were performed in their hometown, and you'll be able to enjoy those videos and photos in Friday's email, along with the district directors. Again, congratulations, Stacy and Cheryl. We know that along with Deborah, FACC is in good hands with our executive board and your leadership. It is now with pleasure and admiration that I ask my friend, Elizabeth Garcia Beckford, to come forward. Elizabeth has graciously agreed to administer the oath of office as I become your immediate past president. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Pleasure. B, the members of Florida Association of City Clerks have expressed confidence in your leadership ability by electing you to serve as immediate past president. It shall be your responsibilities to perform the duties of your respective office. Will you ever be mindful of the goals and objectives of this association as you perform all the duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Great, you have your right hand up and repeat after me. I, B. Meeks,
I, B. Meeks,
a member of the Florida Association of City Clerks,
a member of the Florida Association of City Clerks,
having been elected by the members,
do
do hereby solemnly swear
or affirm
that I am eligible
that I am eligible
to hold office
under the bylaws of the association,
that I will faithfully serve
that I will faithfully serve
and perform all the duties
and perform all the duties
of the office that I'm about to enter,
of the office that I'm about to enter,
and that I will support the bylaws
and that I will support the
of
bylaws
the Florida Association of City Clerks.
of the Florida Association of City Clerks.
It is my pleasure to declare you duly installed as immediate past president of the Florida Association of City Clerks. Congratulations.
Thank you, Elizabeth, very much.
I just had a few short words. I just want to say, B, you have been a wonderful leader during a historically challenging time, no less a worldwide pandemic, showing wisdom and foresight in decisions for the good of the membership. You have been a source of great encouragement to me personally, as I'm sure to many other clerks as well. And I thank you for always sharing a word of advice and direction, and just always having a positive word to say about our future here as part of the FACC. And I wanted to congratulate you on a successful year as FACC president, and I'm most honored to have the privilege of administering the oath to you today.
So, Deborah, congratulations to you. I know our association is in wonderful hands under your leadership. So if you'll come forward. I've been asked by my good friend and incoming president, Deborah, to offer her oath of office, and I'm very honored to do this. Deborah, as president of the Florida Association of City Clerks, the members have conferred upon you its highest and greatest responsibility. To you, they have entrusted those duties as contained in the bylaws of our association. May it ever be your constant aim and endeavor to promise the growth and fulfillment of the goals and objectives of our association. Through your leadership and inspiration, you will guide the association through the coming year. Do you accept the office of president and pledge to these members to perform these to the best of your ability? I, Deborah Buff,
I, Deborah Buff,
a member of the Florida Association of City Clerks,
a member of the Florida Association of City Clerks,
having been elected by the members as president,
having been elected by the members as president,
do hereby solemnly swear or affirm
do hereby solemnly swear or affirm
that I'm eligible to hold office
that I'm eligible to hold office
under the bylaws of the association,
under the bylaws of the association,
that I will faithfully serve and perform
faithfully serve and perform
all of the duties of the office
all of the duties of the office
that I'm about to enter,
that I'm about opportunity
and that I will support the bylaws
that I will support the bylaws
of the Florida Association of City Clerks.
of the Association of City Clerks.
And it's my pleasure to declare you are duly installed as president of the Florida Association of City Clerks.
Thank you, baby. Where's the napkin?
You just need this.
Okay. Let's get this party started. Thank you, Bea. Thank you so much. It means the world to me for you to wear me in. Touches my heart.
And Linda, did we have any announcements? No announcements, Madam President.
You're here. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate the support I received from my city, my friend Bea, and from each of you. FACC is an amazing association, and again, I am proud and honored to be your president. Okay, now I need to check. Yes, ma'am. I must tell everyone, this is a whole lot lighter than I thought it would be. Thank you for your patience as I get ready to do my speech. Hi, everyone. I would like to start by extending my heartfelt appreciation to Bea Meeks, who's a very dear friend of mine, who served us extremely well with integrity, unity, leadership, professionalship, and love. I personally thank you for giving such tremendous encouragement to our membership to become engaged with each other as well as our association. I am humbled and honored to stand well sit before you,
Good morning.
Mr. President.
Good, how are you? Let me turn this on.
Please mute yourself.
We just got sworn in.
I am humbled and honored to sit before you as your president of the Florida Association of City Clerks. Thank you for entrusting me with such a humble responsibility. I will strive to never disappoint you, and I ask you to appeal to me with any suggestions you may have to improve our association. I am all ears, as are the rest of our board members. You see these big ears? They do listen, and we want to hear from you. To all our committee chairs that have agreed to serve another term under my leadership, I cannot thank you enough for your continued support and expertise, as you are a major part of this well-greased machine, and that is no lie. Bea, your inspiration carries me forward, as I too believe our profession requires us to remain engaged, bound to achieve the unique knowledge of our profession, which includes interaction and networking. I would like to see our membership expand to even more engagement this year, if at all possible, dear Lord. That is why my speech will be brief. I came across an advertisement by, quote, all family of companies that I would like to share with you. It said, quote, alone we have limits. Together we have none. The ad continued on, showed that if you take a me, a capital me, and flip it vertically, we have we. Further stated in this ad was, quote, many great leaders attribute their success to teamwork. And teamwork takes integrity, more than just honesty. Integrity also means wholeness, the sum of the parts. at all the company, starting with a code of values established by our founders. Every branch, every department, and every person adds up to be more than just the sum of the parts. We are complete. A reliable partner, every job, every day. Together with you, we're everything. That's the end of their quote. I wholeheartedly believe this about our association and our members. We have no limits, especially when we have each other to turn to. To our first, second, and third year colleagues, as well as our seasoned members, I am reaching out to you to grow along with us. Joining a committee is another means of gaining knowledge, experience, and of course, the points. Most meetings are held by conference calls, so surely you can spare an hour a month to share your insights on the activities and goals of the committee and even our association. After all, you are our upcoming leaders, and you will be needed to replace those of us who will be retiring. I am confident we will have another successful year, especially with Bea, Stacy, and Cheryl by my side, along with the rest of our board members. They are professionals beyond words, and I'm grateful to be serving along their sides. I would like to thank our invaluable partners for their superior support, the executive staff of the Florida League of Cities, Beth Rollins, Inc., the Institute of Government, and the Center for Local Government Excellence. And if you are not familiar with these people or these organizations, you need to do some reaching out because they're gold. They're solid gold. I hope everyone knows I am approachable, and all our board members and committee chairs are too. We all have to do certain duties sitting down, if you know what I mean. And we are no different than you. Let us avoid being me and become we, and let us join together in having no limits to success. Rock on, my colleagues. Rock on. Thank you. Well, I don't know that we have any closing announcements tonight, do we? No. So we're good there. So thank you for attending today's virtual membership meeting. We look forward to seeing you all in person in the near future. We hope and pray God. Until then, be safe. God bless. Thank y'all. Bye.